more viewers, baby. I don't know who's in here, but somebody's in here, dude. Hey, if you're in here, welcome in. We're actually literally just sitting here bullshitting, waiting to start the show. We used to have a screen that said stream coming soon. We realized 1 minute before the stream started that is no longer here.
Yeah, if you notice, we have a new podcast studio and therefore a new podcast computer.
Right.
That has not all the things that the old one did.
Correct. And if you guys are normally from the Nickflix stream, please come on in. We are hosting. This is our first. Hey, phone, fucking relax. Actually relax.
Some of us just turn the notifications onto silent.
Lamb, these are all really smart moves. There we go. Now they're on silent. But I got to turn that back up. Okay.
And you're still hosting?
I am still hosting. Yeah, this is actually separate. This is a Nick Honestly account. Okay, so you want to give it another second? Where's that lo-fi, dude? What happened to it? Did it die on me? Lo-fi. Come on, we were sitting here like actually pumping your shit. Whoa. Malk Wilson. See, first time chatter. Hey, damn, that is Snug, bro. Welcome in, Mal. Let's go. Yo, what do you... Damn, that's... All right, we gotta crank that up. Yeah. Mal, first off, 2 questions. 1, tell me how... Oh, this is actually a different use of this. Tell me how lit the lighting is. You see what I did there, Malk? Are you paying attention here? This is going to be a great show. Lamb put the lighting on a whole different spectrum over here, dude. I'm telling you right now, I have no idea where the camera is because I can't see anything over here.
That's the idea.
It's so bright in this room right now. The neighbors have got to be concerned about our electricity usage.
I would imagine.
Lo-fi, what is going on here?
I'm not sure what's going on here, but I think we're going to have to download this and then have it separately running as a thing.
That's fine. Hey, illumination humor. Yeah, dude. We bring the heat. You can turn it off. I don't give a fuck. All right, so anyway.
We're back
it is actually so well lit in here. It's crazy, dude. It looks good. It's great. I'm impressed too, Mike. I actually think it's beautifully well lit.
Best this fireplace has ever been. This is the first time it's ever getting used for anything.
That's very, very true. All right.
Background.
You know what? We got enough people in here. We got 5 people in here. That's twice as many as we expected. We expected at least one small person.
My mom hasn't quite figured out Twitch yet, so
neither has any of my family. So
it's getting.
You know what, though? Malcolm's been in the Twitch game pretty heavy, so I'm glad that he's here. Shout out to Topo Chico. As always, we're trying to get a sponsor.
Shout out to all energy drinks. Period.
That get Lamb through his day.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't drink coffee like Malcolm.
That's right. Turn to energy drink.
Yeah. Turn it up.
If you don't drink coffee like the rest of us, turn to Celsius. Whoa. Here we go, dude. We're bringing the heat today. This is going to be a fire-ass show. Honorary Zeus. Excited. Honorary Zeus in the house. Let's go. Paul in the house. Let's go. Guys, welcome to
a lot of the hype.
Welcome to our freaking living room, everybody. This is our brand new podcast studio. It used to be in Paul's room, Ramathorn, as you guys know him. The podcast studio got kicked out, so now we are in the mother effing living room. Last night, I said to Lamb, hold on a second, I got to grab something from the podcast studio, and I almost walked in Paul's room out of actual muscle memory. That's a true story. Zeus, hoping to have your fucking self a wonderful day. Let's get started. We got plenty of people here, man.
Do we?
We got at least 100 people here. The thing says 6, but it's probably close to 100.
It just takes a minute to tick up.
That's right. It doesn't like us giving all the stats. Okay, so if you guys don't know, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Nick.
I'm Kevin.
And who are we, Lamb?
Well, we're 2 dumb idiots.
We're 2 dumb idiots, but this is Snug Stories. So the joke there is the podcast here used to be called 2 Dumb Idiots. This is going to sound crazy to a lot of people because a lot of people throw around the word idiot, and most people don't think it's offensive. However, we were running into an above-average amount of issues with the word idiot.
Yeah, Twitch itself.
Yes. Right.
Like, we couldn't type our own name into chat.
Correct. We couldn't type our own name into other people's chat without Twitch highlighting it and saying that we weren't allowed to say that word anymore. That's what exactly. Probably 600, Zeus. You're actually probably good. Yeah, right, probably 600 people in there, but sometimes it just abbreviates. The Twitch line. That's right. The Twitch line's all over the place. You're not allowed to use certain words. You can literally have the word penis in your name, but for some reason, idiot. That's a faux pas. Get that shit out of here.
We found the line.
And
it was idiot.
It's idiot. So that's where we're not allowed. So, what's really cool is me and Lamb got really busy. If you guys don't know, our lives took over. I started streaming 50 hours a week. Lamb's working 80 hours a week. And we just got bogged down. But we when we looked back, Lamb reminded me that this is actually our 100th episode of doing the podcast.
Yeah, we decided 99. We're gonna take a break.
Take a break, and we'll come back with that big hundo for the triple digits. So we are back. Lamb, air horn, sound me up, baby. Welcome back. I fucking love doing it with you. Let me reminisce for you guys for a second. We have had some unbelievable episodes, some unbelievable moments on this thing. This is where my streaming career started. This is where me and Lamb became like just actual streamers.
I'm just thinking of the amount of hours it took us to even just get this thing live.
You have. If you're at home, you have no idea how many episodes we put on. People are like, I can't hear anything. There's no sound. You guys aren't there. There's no video. Right. So we started on Spotify. If you guys don't know, we were literally recording in an effing closet. We were going to have a picture for you. We got a little bogged down this week. We literally started in a closet. We were recording in a closet with sound panels all over the closet.
Blankets on the door.
Blankets on the door. This is all very true. We did a bunch of podcasts into that are still very near and dear to my heart because we did a lot of research, facts, and stats. We did ones on college education. We did ones on depression and happiness. We did all sorts of really cool podcasts on really fun, not fun subjects, all of them, but really good podcasts, I thought. And then we transferred. Actually, we first started at the kitchen table now, and I'm sitting here remembering. Then we moved into the podcast studio. From there, we took it to a Twitch level. We've had some wonderful episodes.
We decided video was important to let them know what we look like.
Yes. Really kept us in suspense for the 100th episode. We did, Malk. We absolutely did.
Thanks for showing up for it.
Thank you guys for being here so freaking much. I really appreciate it. Happy 100. Thank you so much, Zeus. I really do appreciate you being here, man. I really appreciate all you guys being here. We are going to slowly work this account up. We are not affiliate yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, so we're going to...
I mean, takes 2 days, 3 days.
That's right. Takes a few weeks. We will get to affiliate. Reminiscing on this, I was talking to Lamb. I said, Lamb, what was some of your favorite moments?
Yeah, the pumpkin spice one, just the level of prep that we did for the pumpkin spice one, I think was one of my favorites. We had a board, we had guests, they were in the van, they drove in, we had green screen going on. Oh my God.
A lot of work. We had multiple guests here. We had multiple green screens set up. I think the one person was in a trailer in the green screen. Yeah, so
Paul and Tony, I think we're both in the trailer.
That's right. So we had my older brother and Paul on that episode, and we put them behind a green screen. And we didn't really tell them what was behind the green screen, but they were actually located in a really, really dumpy mobile trailer that was just trashed and dishes everywhere. And they didn't really even know that until like halfway through the episode.
Like, what?
Yeah. So the episode was pumpkin everything. We tried pumpkin everything. The board is still here. There it is. All the pumpkin. Wait here.
Yeah. If you need to know, pumpkin ravioli, actually pumpkin spice latte, both solid, and pumpkin cheesecake ice cream from Ben & Jerry's.
So we did all of those. We ranked everything pumpkin, and I'm going to be honest with you. Pumpkin cheesecake ice cream, pumpkin spice latte was way better than we thought, and pumpkin raviolis stole the show. Wonderful episodes. My other favorite episode was we did an episode where Lamb was naming They were asking for jobs for the penis mobile or the
Wienermobile.
Sorry, Wienermobile.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. And Lamb decided he was going to come up with some own names, and he had a couple that we liked. What were they?
We had if Oreo was going to have one, it'd be the Cream Caravan.
That's right. The Cream Caravan.
Johnsonville, they're probably going to have the Brat Bus.
The Brat Bus. I really enjoyed the Brat Bus.
Yeah, Chapstick. They might have the Moistmobile.
The Moistmobile, yes. All sorts of great ideas.
All sorts of, maybe Omaha Steaks got the Meatmobile.
Right. So we thought...
Meat Wagon.
The Meat Wagon. We thought that the Wienermobile was great, but we thought that other companies should have taken advantage of that and moved on. That marker is permanently there. It might be Holy Pumpkin, yeah. We really have not... It might be permanent marker. That board might be dead. So it's just there permanently.
It's just a piece of history. The Smithsonian's been asking for it.
We told them we're trying to figure out if it's permanent marker first. All right. So without further ado, guys, thank you guys for joining our 100th episode. Let's get right in. If you've never been a part of the show before, here's what we do. We start off the show with a couple positive stories. Today's positive story, ironic, was us. It was 100. We've made 100 episodes of a podcast, which is actually insane. Normally, you will get a positive story that is not related to me and Lamb. After that, we're gonna give you a couple. We're gonna give you a couple little nibbles, a couple appetizers, a couple stories that are just interesting.
You don't dive into the main dish.
No, you don't walk into a restaurant. They don't throw a steak at you at the hostess stand. All right. So we're gonna give you a couple things to nibble on, some funny stories, and then we're gonna drop into our meats, our heavy dishes, our fun stories. We got a game prepared for you guys today. If you guys want to be involved in the game, more than welcome to drop them in chat. If you just want to sit back and relax, you are more than welcome to do that as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. What's the first story of the day? Let's cut to the stories, baby.
Boom. All right. So you watched Schitt's Creek, correct?
First season, then I gave up.
Yeah. I went 4 episodes and gave up.
Fantastic.
I heard, it's one of those things you slog along for a while.
It gets better?
It gets better.
I thought the first few episodes were so funny that I was so excited, and I told everybody the writing was so solid. And then somewhere along the line, I lost it. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was the time I watched it or whatever. It just didn't catch for me. But apparently you can buy an entire town in Tennessee right now for $725,000.
That seems like that seems like half a house in L.A.
Yeah. Maybe.
And you can get a whole town in Tennessee for that price. Malk said he really liked it. Look, man, maybe I got to get through the first, maybe I get through season 2, because I was 1 or 2 episodes into season 2, and I just was not impressed. But you know what? I am flighty. So, all right, so Liam, tell me what's up with this town. Oh, my God, that fucking place is a dump.
So, Water Valley, Tennessee. You can buy the whole town. It consists of 4 general stores, 1 house, and 1 barn.
Can I see these general stores?
I'll scroll down for you. That's the whole town.
That's the whole town. Damn, bro, that's literally snug.
Damn, that's snug.
It's a little bit tight for a town.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a creek.
Yeah, yep. It's got some running water.
Oh, I didn't know it
That's
had
the
a
running water. The only running water in town.
This is a vacation resort, dude.
Yeah, the only running water in town is actually that river.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's where I got to piss and shit.
There you go. Now that's
the general store?
That's one of the general stores.
That dilapidated, fallen over, unstable piece of dog shit?
Yeah, these shotgun-looking houses from the 1920s that definitely have tetanus and no running water.
$725,000. It would take me 200 years with those stores to make that money back. 100%. They might get 11 customers a year, dude.
Apparently, they've gotten it says they've gotten a couple calls from Hollywood asking to buy the whole town, because then they own a town. They can just kind of use it
for a million movies.
Nothing.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we need some junky looking town. Got it.
Right. Fantastic.
Rent it out. Hit the town.
So we went and looked up how small this town actually was. Yeah. This town is equivalent, folks, to 5 football fields. Or, Lamb, would you like to introduce the other stat there?
So it's 7 acres. 1 acre is 16,000 potatoes by 16,000 potatoes.
I thought it was 1,600. I wrote 1,600, but maybe it is 16,000.
I think it's 16,000.
Okay, 16,000 potatoes lined up in each direction.
And that times 7.
That is what you got for a town. So
you get a lot of potatoes.
I think it's 1,600. Oh, what doesn't matter?
1,600? I'll go
for
with
1
that.
acre? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, 1,600 sounds better to me.
1,600 potatoes in each direction. That's what we got. All right, for our second story of the day, let's go ahead and cut back to our second story. Second story of the day is one of my favorites as well. And this actually was one that came across our little airwaves while we were off air, and I said, man, this would be great for the podcast. Yeah, who the hell measures a town in potatoes? We do, using the word town very loosely, Mal. Raising Cane's, a fast food joint.
Have you ever been to Raising Cane's?
Never even passed by one that I'm aware of.
There's a couple out here. I've never been to one. I've seen them, driving on the highway. If you drive out to, the Inland Empire.
Fried chicken?
Chicken strips. That's all they got.
That's the whole thing?
Fries and chicken strips.
No wonder I haven't heard of them. Come on, people.
Apparently they do them pretty good, but
I better take one bite and shit my pants, dude. If you're only selling chicken strips, I better walk out and be like, holy Christ! Seriously, we're going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chicken strips. Actually, dude. Okay, so Raising Cane's was running out of employees. They were short on employees.
Yeah, there's a bit of a employee shortage right now for some reason.
Some kind of virus. So they decided to make my personal dreams come true and send all these schmucky, corporate, tie-wearing, slobby, lamb-word jabronis. And they told them that they have to now go into these fast food establishments and they have to start working there. I'm going to find you some viewers. I appreciate you, baby. So they decided that they were going to send all these corporate people down and they're going to have to start working. So if we want to scroll down to the story, is there anything else that we really want to cut to it and show? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we were going to ask you guys and me and Lamb were kind of talking about this.
So it's 200 employees from their Dallas office and 250 members of its field team, including marketing and training staff.
So I would, of those people, I would have to imagine maybe 25% at least started in one of them. You would hope.
It says senior vice presidents were among the staff sent.
That makes me so unbelievably happy. These people haven't been near a fast food establishment in so unbelievably long. Okay, so first off, We asked beside Raising Cane's, what establishment would have the best staff that came down?
We were universally like Chick-fil-A.
Right. Chick-fil-A runs their shop. They're a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Barring Chick-fil-A,
any other establishment that we thought would actually have good corporate employees. You said one that I thought was pretty solid.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is also run like a very well-oiled machine, so I thought their employees would be the corporate employees would be very top-notch.
The only caveat that we have for In-N-Out is the grill guy.
The grill guy, and that's a caveat across the board.
Yeah, there's certain jobs, I don't care who you are.
You can't have the schmucky tie guy on the grill, dude.
Yeah.
That's an experienced job. It looks easy until you got 40 burgers in front of you, and you're pouring sweat, and somebody's screaming, can we double that, triple that, right? It's not that easy. Yeah. Now, I said my dark horse. Can I host you, or do you need to be affiliated? I don't know. I hosted my channel, so I think you could host it. I hosted it from Nickflix, so I would assume you can. My dark horse would be Arby's, and I'll tell you why.
I'm curious. I'm so curious on this one.
I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. 1, even though they're kind of they're considered a lowbrow fast food establishment, they have the meat. No.
I see what you did there.
No, I think, God, it's good to be back. No, so they have the meat. No, I actually have a level of consistency there that makes me very happy. Every time I go, I think I get the same thing. So I think that off the bat, very impressive. 2.
Yeah, microwaves are pretty consistent.
Very consistent. They have the times figured out. They hit the popcorn button for everything.
We were discussing this the other day.
Yes.
Why are there so many buttons on microwaves, and what did they do?
There's at least 20 buttons on the microwave that I've never pressed in my entire life. Honestly, I've cooked popcorn 30 times and never pressed the popcorn button.
I just hit 7 minutes, and I wait till it stops popping.
100%. That's what everybody does. That's right. I just spent 10 minutes and be like, hey, I hope for the best. The second reason, I think Arby's, and I don't know this. I have no factual basis for this statement.
As usual.
As usual. I think Arby's is a roll up your sleeves. Wait, did we record?
No, we'll take care of it later.
Okay. You don't want to hit press it now and grab everything from here on out?
Sure.
All right, go for it. I think Arby's is a roll up your sleeves kind of company. I think the people that made it to corporate, I don't know why, but I think you had to start slinging cheddar and beef. I do. I think you had to be in there with the meats in order to move up through the ladder. McDonald's, you come out of college with a master's, you go to corporate. Arby's, you want to work at Arby's, you want to be in corporate, you get your ass in there and you toss some curly fries and you slice out some fucking beef and you put it on a sandwich. Otherwise, you don't get to corporate. Right. I can't prove any of that.
All right, I got a dark horse for you.
Hit me.
Roy Rogers.
Wow. Are they still around?
Exactly. There's 7 of them. So the guys there know their business.
Yes. If you had to hold the 2 button down, it mutes the microwave, so no beeps or alarms when it's done. What?
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
What?
Oh, you saw that? Well timed. Okay. Wait. Seriously, that's a real thing? If you hold the 2 button down, it mutes the microwave, so no beeps or alarm. Bro.
If this is a real thing,
you just blew
you on the mouth.
You just blew 600 people's minds.
Maybe 700.
Maybe 700 people's mind. Zeus with the actual stat of the day.
Okay. As soon as this podcast is over, I'm trying this.
1,000%. The second this is over, I'm walking over there and I'm checking it out. 700. You got it. Okay. Here's what makes me happy about this story. These schmucks from corporate have never had to deal with coupons. These schmucks from corporate have never had to deal with a customer that walked up and said, I have a coupon from 2011 and I'd like it to be used. And then that schmuck from corporate had picked it up and said, hey, this is for McDonald's, not Arby's. And they're like, I don't give a damn. Give me a chicken sandwich. If you have worked in customer service.
Arby's like, we don't even have chicken nuggets.
Yeah. If you've worked in customer service, you've had one of those employees every day for your entire existence. If you're from corporate, you don't even know what that's like. These corporate people, they need that experience so you can understand. You got to be in the heat. You got to see these crazy people to truly believe it.
Yeah, when they're like, I don't want tomatoes on this, but I want the tomatoes from that on this other thing that doesn't have tomatoes, and why I'm not paying extra because I
don't want to pay extra for anything ever. Yeah. We were talking to Ramathorn last night. He actually worked at a couple fast food establishments. He told me that he had a lady come through the drive-thru and say to him, when he worked at Arby's, what cheese comes on the beef and cheddar?
Let me say, as we all know, it's mozzarella.
He specified, and he said, I'm sorry, miss. What did you say? And she said, I asked you what cheese comes on the beef and cheddar. And he said, it's our cheddar liquid sauce. And she's like, that's not what I asked. I'm saying what cheese comes on it. And he pauses for about 3 seconds and says, cheddar. And she said, see, now was that hard? I would love to reach through that microphone and uppercut somebody. Paola with the facts. If you have worked at customer service, at least 1 out of 10 people in this world have completely lost their mind.
You 100% need to work in food service / customer service for some 6 months to a year at least. Every person on this planet needs to do it.
For sure. And I'm gonna
actual face-to-face customer service.
And if you worked at a restaurant, that's one thing. If you worked at a business, that's one thing. You work at a fast food place, that's where the riffraff come in. That's where the real crazies are at. You know
Why can't I walk through this drive-thru?
They come straight out of the DMV into that. Yeah. They come out of the motor vehicles, and they come right in there. Okay, next story. Lamb, let's get to the next story. Let's not beat a dead horse.
All right, hold on. We got some updated information on this microwave. We want to make sure we're giving the correct facts.
Folks, we had a really big breaking news story with the microwave and the 2 button. Let's hold on a second.
All right, apparently long pressing the cancel or 0 button grants access to sound programming, and from where you can adjust the sound settings and silence your microwave. Putting your microwave on silent mode can make it quieter. We're going to try it all.
We are about to microwave a napkin for the next 45 minutes as soon as I get off this podcast. All right. Now, if your kids are still awake, send their asses to bed for this next story. We have a great story for you.
Put them to bed.
Put them to bed. Lamb, go ahead and drop the bomb on him, baby.
Yeah. My favorite story of the week.
Yes, sir. Scroll that down, baby. Yeah. That's the best part. Yeah. You got to get the visual.
I know. It was there and then freaking pop-ups.
Pop-ups.
All right. So, local TV channel in Washington State aired a porn clip during their weather report.
Now, when you say aired a porn clip, I can see it in the background. Yeah. You mean for like a quick second and realized it?
13 seconds continuous porn running. The entire time the meteorologist report was going.
I saw that going differently in my mind.
And it's running.
Zeus is right. The Washington football team is somehow involved in this story.
Not DC.
Oh, well,
luckily. But somehow they're involved.
Damn it. Dan Snyder's involved.
Dan Snyder's owns this actual news station.
I'm dead, bro.
So the fact that this was running, and it's running in the background for those that can't see. It's blurred for you, for your sad eyes,
And I asked Lamb, how sexual was it?
And apparently there's a bare ass just, moving around. Not full intercourse going on, luckily.
Now, let me ask you this. I know you weren't there. I know it was from your phone, but I don't even weren't there. No,
yeah. So I was in the Chromecast.
If you had, right. So you're working at the studio, right? You're in charge of switching back and forth between the weather cuts and the green screens. Is this dude genuinely trying to sneak in a wank in between like the weather broadcast? Like how could something like this actually happen?
My thought is that I'm hoping it's for some other story and he's got to blur it out for something else. So they're working on They're editing and he's working on something that he's supposed to blur out and he's cutting video or something like that and it just happened to be at the wrong time. That's the only thing I can imagine that's in any way acceptable.
However, somebody in our chat just said exactly what we said last night. Somebody said maybe he was just watching it for the plot. So what would you like to see happen, Lamb?
So first thing I'd like to see is the plumber walks on stage and he's just like, "Excuse me, weather lady, I heard you have some clogged pipes."
Yo, if that's where this Weather Channel took it, I would be tuned in weekly. Dude.
All right, what if this lady goes the dew point is rising, which is causing a lot of moisture in the air?
I would say watch out. I would say be careful when she talks about precipitation. You do not want to catch that jet stream in the face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all right, guys. Enough of the jet stream jokes to the face. Yeah. We cannot get away with too much of that before Twitch is going to give us the boot already. We got 20 followers and we're already out.
That was a good run, guys.
Yeah, Jazzy Jeff us right out the door. Maybe just watch it for the plot.
That's what we need.
Yeah, we need Jazzy Jeff. Yeah. Malk, I swear to God, last night when I was talking to Lamb about the story, I swear to God, Lamb said nothing would make me happier than if a plumber came on and was like, "Hey, lady, are your pipes clogged?" I was like, bro, that's exactly what I hope happens. My question is, if you can legally look up the internet whenever you want and everyone knows about it, why does it become a huge deal while it's on the news?
So the reason this is an issue is this is over the air local news. It's not cable news.
Ah.
So it's free. It's just over the theoretical rabbit ears back in the day. So there are rules governing that.
Fantastic. Nothing would make me happier also than this news missed on one segment that I just realized. I'm going to cut to this for a second. If in the weather there, they have 60, 62, 59. If that was straight 69s across the board, this would maybe go down as one of the greatest gaffes of all time. Yeah, exactly, dude.
What if there's a city on that map, also Pullman?
Pullman, yes.
69 in Pullman.
Or Cummings.
Yeah,
Cummings, Oklahoma. Fantastic. All right, we're moving on. Sorry. Okay, speaking of absolutely disgusting things that you guys did not want to hear about or you definitely missed. Okay, here, let me introduce this story.
Yeah.
My name's Nick. Is that too far? Did I go back a little too far?
I was born a poor child.
It was a
in
moist
the
day.
60s.
No. Okay, so if you've been on Facebook recently, Facebook has a section on Facebook where it's called Facebook Marketplace. It recommends things that you might need, you could buy. I assume it does it geographically, so it does it locally, so you can say, hey, your next door neighbor upstairs, she's selling her cat. Or your neighbor across the street selling a wheelbarrow. Whatever, right? And it lists 3 items or 4 items, and it shows you a picture of said items. I see it all the time when I scroll on Facebook. All the time. It's always trying to sell me literally nothing I ever use, right? Ever. The other day, I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I metaphorically slam the e-brake, okay? This, what you can see on your screen right now in the bottom right, is what I saw that Facebook was trying to sell me. You can even see right there on the screen, it says, Nicholas, check out these listings. On the bottom right, I did a metaphorical double take. I said, what in the actual F are they trying to sell me right here? I cannot stress to you enough the panic in my brain, because I thought,
I've clicked something.
Facebook has turned to porn. I literally thought, is that I could not look at it without thinking that's got to be a penis pump. Facebook is trying to sell me a penis pump. Not only was I offended, I got on the phone with Zucky. No, I did not do that. So I begrudgingly clicked in. And when I clicked in, this is what it turned out to be: an adjustable emergency urinal, car toilet. Travel camping, you stick that suction cup to your genitalias and you can pee into it. Why this was recommended for me, my only thought, why exactly?
Yeah, and why did they have to specify that it was extra small?
Okay, did they say that?
I cropped it out. So I didn't want the people at home to have to.
Now they really know who I am. I don't. You know what? Take the story now. Take this. You know what? Cut. We'll be back in a little bit, folks. We're gonna take a commercial. Topo, bubbly water. God, that liquid's good.
Energy drinks.
No. Okay. So when I found out what it is, so when I found out what it was a portable toilet. I thought, the first thing I thought was actually my first real thought was, I thought everything in the marketplace was used. I thought that was why it was in the marketplace. Yeah. It was used. And I was like, some schmuck. I got to find out who the schmuck in my neighborhood trying to sell a used dick attachment toilet.
Now, is there any scenario?
Bottle up that jet stream. I see what you did there, Ralph. I see what you did there.
Is there any way that if it was used, it's ever clean enough?
Never. You could, if the only way this thing could ever be cleaned enough is if somebody put it into the incinerator that 700 degrees, melted it down to its very plastic core, and rebuilt it from scratch with new materials.
Yeah, and threw it away, and then built it again with something new.
There's no way that anybody's buying your used portable vagina peer, okay? There's just no chance. Okay, so that one just made me laugh. I just thought I would share it with you guys. Really is not an actual story. Yeah, I just thought it was really, really funny. I also thought it had something to do with, I said I panicked. Thought it had something to do with my search history or something. I was like, what is this? What could this be? Looking at it, I think they just think it's because I'm streaming. That's my theory.
Yeah, this guy sits in a chair for a long period of time.
Yeah, maybe he pees, but they don't know my toilet's 10 feet away. So they don't know that, but maybe they thought that. Okay. Now, folks, if you've never been part of the show before, one of the things that me and Lamb love to talk about, because I'm convinced at this generation, we are going to be the first generation to ever, with conviction, say that there's aliens.
Yes.
I think.
100%.
100%.
Whether we're going to, like, meet people and talk to them.
Yeah. Whether they're going to be on the podcast or not, 50-50.
Yeah. Oh, if they exist, they're coming on the podcast.
They're coming on the podcast, okay? Are streamers wearing diapers and stuff? Is that a thing? I don't know. That's what I'm saying, Malk. I really don't know that answer. I hope not, because
That's an interesting conundrum.
That is an interesting conundrum, a quagmire, if you will. I don't know the answer to that question.
There's enough downtime in games, though.
Plenty of downtimes, and my chat doesn't understand. If my chat, I gotta get pissed. They're like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I actually lose probably 2 or 3 viewers every time I get pissed. People are like, fuck this channel, I'm out.
On to the
next.
next.
Pissing while I'm watching. All right,
Hopefully not.
It always happens.
Hopefully you go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right. That didn't come out the way I wanted it. Where's that button again? Wait.
I saw that going differently in my mind.
Okay, so so I don't know. I lose people, but I don't really know. Anyway, back to the aliens. You just need socks on. Okay. It's got to be. It's right. That's what he's
definitely against the terms.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, I could do it. I could pee in the bathroom, right? As long as they don't show my feet, right? I see what you guys did there. Yep, you're exactly right. The TOS. So anyway, we do love to cover the aliens on the show. We just love it. Any alien story, we're grabbing it. It doesn't matter if it's junky, terrible. If it's aliens, we're talking about it. I want to know about. There's an unfathomable amount of information out there that is leading us to believe that not only does our government and multiple governments know about aliens, we've had meetings, we've had ships. There's all sorts of information out there. So we have a very special section that we'd like to introduce to the show. The Snug Files. All right. Welcome into the Snug Files. I'm going to play it again because I really like it.
I worked hard on that.
Shout out to Lamb. Yeah, I think you really deserve that. Shout out to Lamb. My man's out here cutting and putting shit together, okay? Shout out to the Snug Files, okay? So that's going to be our new... that's going to be our weekly segment now. The Snug Files. All right, we're going to get into these aliens like what is that guy's name from X-Files name? He had a weird name.
Scully and Mulder?
Yeah, like they never did. They were wasting their time. We're actually getting into shit, okay? So, first story of the day... you guys probably
It's
heard...
not really a story, but just something we want to talk about.
Just a talking point. Demi Lovato thinks the term aliens is derogatory. Lamb, I'm going to kick this to you. Does she have any point whatsoever?
No.
Fantastic.
All right, moving on. It's like, I understand that...
We use alien kind of derogatory in here.
Yeah.
Right. There's no way...
What?
No, I mean, like, if somebody says, oh, they're from Mexico, they're like an illegal alien.
Yeah, not in here.
No,
not
like
in here.
Right, like in
Here.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay. Just saying there's no way in the entire universe we're the only... Right. Right. Thank you, Zeus. There's a 0% chance in the entire universe we're the only living thing. It's the stupidest thought ever. If you think that way, get the fuck off the show and go watch Wheel of Fortune. I think that's all right now.
I think this is just like one of those things where you're like, when people are like, where's the line? This is past the line.
This is
past the line.
Yeah,
you're just, at this point, just creating...
You're just looking for clout, right?
Yeah,
as far as I'm
a problem that doesn't really
Here's
exist.
what I say to that Demi Lovato. If aliens don't like the term aliens, then they need to come on down to earth and on this podcast, and they need to let us know.
Yeah, let all 700-800 viewers...
Let us know that you don't like it, and we'll call you whatever you want on the show. Shout out to the aliens. Hold on for a second. Let's see if they hear us. I thought I was going to
One of these days. One of these days.
I thought I was going to get
It's
something.
like ghost stories when they're just like, I think here's some. Nah, that's not him.
These guys pull a string.
Or just like, Bigfoot. We didn't find him.
We didn't find him. Okay, so we
Next time.
did have a UFO story. I don't know if we ended up getting it back.
So, talk about a little Snug Files.
Okay.
There's this story. It just doesn't exist anymore. We read this story yesterday. And it doesn't exist anymore.
So, shout out to Lamb for the improvisation. This story we were actually going to cover with you guys, and apparently we're not going to cover it anymore because we literally can't find the story.
It doesn't exist.
It literally
I go to Google, it doesn't exist anymore. I go to other things in Google, similar, they exist.
This was on 60 Minutes, people. We cannot find the story. We had it logged up last night. We cannot find the story.
The link is, like, it shows as a thing,
but it
will not... it does not exist
folks,
anymore.
I'm telling you, something is
They're
going on.
getting out there.
They know we were going to put it on the show. They knew we were going to talk about it. So I'm going to come back to the main screen here. I will just briefly surmise what I read. What I read was they had a bunch of aeronautical experts that have worked in the government, that have worked in military, and they have this organization in which they study these things, okay? They have a full organization in which they study. They don't call them UFOs anymore. They call them UAOs or something, some unidentified
Flying
phenomenons. It's UAPs or something. Yeah, it's UAPs or something. Unidentified aeronautical phenomenons or something stupid like that. They said UFOs is a stupid term or something. I don't know why they don't use it anymore.
Unidentified flying object. I mean, I guess. Yeah, it's a paper airplane.
Yeah, right. I think that's what they're... So anyway, so what they do is, and I think this is actually kind of interesting. We're not going to dwell. But I think you'll find this interesting. They take every single case of somebody that is reported seeing something in the sky that's unidentifiable. Could be a military pilot, could be Farmer John, it could be Crazy Larry, it could be anybody. Only with video normally. So they take the video and they process it. And then what they do is they go through. Excuse me. Topo Chico's coming. Bubbly water's a risk. So they take the footage and they break it down mathematically. And they say, looking at this could be, based on the speed, it could be one of these three things. And then they look, and based on this, it could be one of these two things. And based on this, it could be one of these three things. And then they break it all down. And they say, and they try and actually explain every single one of them as much as they can. And then they're left with about 10 to 20% of them, they say, that are still unidentifiable, that are just say unexplainable. So they have an entire section of their day dedicated to, I'm sorry, not a section of their day, but a company, a group that is completely dedicated to this. And
who's funding this group?
It was originally funded by the government. They had like $20 million a year or something for this group. I think they're rogue now. I don't know. I don't know if they're living in like a trailer somewhere, but they were originally funded. Big funding for it. But me and Lamb have talked about the fact that I remember like the guy that was in charge of the Israeli military came out and said that, yo, we definitely have UFOs. Like ask your president. Right?
Harvard professor.
There's so many people that have said that they have inside knowledge. I was reading a story the other day about a guy that broke into NSA a long time ago and said they had files on sightings. They have a whole section of people that look into it. There's a 0% chance that we don't know about it, in my opinion. But I thought that story was really cool that they have a whole section of people that break everyone down and mathematically break it down. They have said that they had at least 140 encounters that were completely unexplainable, even with video evidence. So I thought that was really, really interesting. I thought it was a good story. I don't have any more details. However, I do have another story that I'd like to cover with you guys, and we're not going to blow this out of the proportion either, but I thought this was kind of related to the alien species. This woman came out, and I'm not big on TikTok, but apparently this video gained a lot of traction on TikTok, and she said she had an immortality theory. I'm not telling you that I think the theory is real. I just thought the theory was fascinating.
Now, do you think she came up with this theory, or this has been a theory and she's just the person who's getting credit for kind of like bringing it out to folks?
That's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine that she's probably just regurgitating it from somewhere else, okay? So this video has amassed an incredible amount of views on TikTok, and I just wanted to explain.
So it is a guy. It's Hugh Everett's.
Hugh Everett's quantum immortality. I guess she's regurgitating it. So according to the theory, you never really die. According to the theory, if the quantum immortality theory is correct, you're just going to wake up in a parallel universe when you die with no memory of the fact that you just survived an apocalyptic event. So, if you crash your car and you die, you wake up in your bed in a different parallel universe where you're still alive. That's the theory.
I like it.
I like the theory a lot. I think it's very easy to go to bed at night thinking this way.
Big fan of immortality.
Now, here's where things get really juicy.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. You thought we were going to leave you on something else, but we're not. Here's where things get really juicy. She said it explains a lot of things in our life that we have over time had a lot of trouble explaining. Now, I'm going to ask you...
why is Chick-fil-A's Chick-fil-A sauce so good?
Right, that for sure. It really is good.
It doesn't make sense.
Lamb bought it. It's in the fridge now, and I'm dripping it on cereal at this point. Okay, I know it's in the story somewhere, right? Let me ask you, Chad, right now. Everybody in here knows that the Monopoly guy has a monocle. Am I right? Right, chat? Everybody in here knows like the Monopoly guy has a monocle, right? I'm going to give it a second. Because I'm about to tell you that the Monopoly guy does not have a monocle. Lamb is furious at this development. Okay.
I would bet every dollar I've ever earned in my life.
I've seen the freaking monocle guy, dude. I've seen him. I've seen the Monopoly guy with a monocle. And this story goes on to explain that is one of the things that that you saw in a parallel universe? What was the other one? Where was the list of things?
Curious George having a tail.
Curious George having a tail.
The Sinbad being a genie.
Sinbad being a genie and having a Shazam movie or something. Nelson Mandela died in jail. A lot of people remember seeing that. Mandela effect. Exactly,
Yep.
Fallen. Welcome in, Fallen. Exactly. So this theory from Twitch, or Twitter, TikTok. God, all these
Too many T's.
Dude, way too many T's, dude. Everybody's got to start something. Too. Yeah, come on. We need an X something. Welcome to zebra.com. That's what we need.
Welcome to Snug Stories.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that should catch.
I like that.
Yeah.
There was one other one that I thought was interesting.
See, boom.
Curious George doesn't have a tail. That's what I'm saying, dude. There was so many examples that they were listing that I was actually blowing my mind. But the monocle on the Monopoly, dude, had me and Lamb borderline furious, bro. BS, absolutely not. I'm saying go look it up and you're going to be wrong, and then you're going to come back to this thing and say, is this lady on TikTok on to something? Did we all live in a different parallel universe?
The problem is, so we all living in these, are they just so close, and then, some of them bleed over?
No.
Because,
I think
100 billion people, think Curious George has a tail.
I to this very second still think the monocle is on.
Yeah, I'm just thinking somebody's fucking with me at this point.
On Ace Ventura, this is not where you should get your facts, but in Ace Ventura 2, he punches the one guy, and that guy has a monocle. They're actually playing to that. There's not a tail. Somebody said, does Febreze have 2 E's? Right? I always thought Febreze had 2 E's.
Yeah.
Doesn't have 2 E's. It has 1 E. There was a list that this lady rattled off that literally blew our mind. I swear I remember. I'm saying, I swear Curious George had a tail. Dude, I'm telling you. So, this parallel universe thing has me and Lamb tripping the F out, and we had to share this with you guys.
And it's so weird because, to me, Curious George doesn't have a tail.
But I'm saying, vividly see him with a tail.
Yeah,
right.
And that's the thing. But the monocle one, that is legit.
It's crazy. So there was a lot of examples like that. They were saying the parallel universe, when you die, you just continue on. I thought it was fascinating. I do think the parallel universe thing is very possible. I think we experience a lot of things in our life that don't really make sense sometimes, and I think it could be a nice explanation for said thing. They've also said that they've already known that the world, that you can bend space and time. So I think there is something there. We could just be literally laying on top of each other is basically what the theory is. Fascinating stuff. I know, Lamb. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to piss you off. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and move on. Monocles. All right, let's go on to our next story / and then we're going to get into a game for you guys, okay? We have a story, and it's very serious. We don't get serious on the show very often.
Sometimes we just got to put our game faces on, and we really got to, dig into the serious
You've heard
topics.
about Watergate, okay? You've heard about Spygate.
Pizzagate.
What do you folks know about Sprinklegate?
Not enough.
There is no way that anybody in here knows anything about Sprinklegate. Will you strap your seat in? You tighten that seatbelt up, all right? And you strap in for a great story. Lamb, break me down the Sprinklegate story, because when you told me, I was on the edge of my seat.
So first,
First.
This takes place in England.
Fantastic.
Very important to the story.
Very important.
So, apparently, an anonymous tipster, we'll call them
a snitch.
Yeah, call them what they are, snitch. Snitching on a bakery because apparently their sprinkle game's a little too good.
Wow, this is interesting. This is getting pretty grimy already.
Yeah. So they call in their Better Business Bureau, whatever they call that in the UK, to investigate the shop that they're using illegal sprinkles.
Their Better Business Bureau definitely has top hats.
I would. And monocles.
And tails.
Yeah. On their tuxedo tails.
For sure. Okay.
And they're coming in, and they said that their sprinkles, they were using illegal sprinkles, and they didn't like it. On their cake, there's 12-layer chocolate cake, known as Bruce.
Wow.
Right there. And they have their sprinkled donuts.
So these are illegal sprinkles. And
Yeah.
I'm expecting you to say they have cocaine in them.
Yeah.
They have marijuana in them.
No.
They have methamphetamine, heroin,
You would think.
alcohol.
Apparently.
What do they have in them that makes them illegal?
Artificial colors.
You criminal!
Artificial colors that are banned in specific artificial colors that are banned in the EU and in England. These are American sprinkles. Because goddamn, if America doesn't know how to make sprinkles.
We know what we're doing with sprinkles, folks. Now, I actually thought the story was fascinating. Zeus is upset. I thought this story was fascinating for multiple reasons. One, I used to work at a science laboratory that tested food, and I told Lamb, as soon as he said it, that UK, you're not allowed to ship food into the UK that is high fructose corn syrup. They've been over that shit for like 10 years. We're over here in America getting fat as F, just slurping down fructose corn syrup. Europe is like, yo, like that shit will kill you. Like, don't stop putting it in our food. So I thought that's what it was related to, but it's the same idea.
Yeah.
We use crap here that we know that, yeah, that's right. We know how to get fat in this country, gosh damn it. And so coloring was one of those things. My biggest question is, what does this dude say when they arrest his ass and he's sitting in jail and he's trying to get tough? Havoc, welcome in, man. What's going on? This is the podcast, baby. We're in here. We're in Sprinklegate, dude, so strap in your pants, all right? Put on your big boy pants. He's in jail, and he looks over the guy next to him. The guy says, yo, what are you in here for, buddy? And he says,
illegal sprinkles.
And he says, yeah, I was in here. I cut a guy's throat, and I watched him bleed to death. Wait a minute. Did you say illegal sprinkles?
Yeah, selling illegal sprinkles. And they're like, is that a street name for something?
Is that a street name for cocaine or something? Oh, you're probably selling pills, right?
Nah.
They had food coloring.
Exactly what you think they are. Sprinkles.
Jimmy's. Sprinklegate.
Yeah. For those that don't know, in the Northeast, in America, they call sprinkles Jimmy's.
So this guy is a Jimmy dealer.
Yeah.
He's illegally dealing
Jimmy's to kids.
Jimmy's to kids that are illegal.
Yeah.
And this guy deserves to be in jail. No, let me ask you this. Where does he fit in jail? Is he equivalent to jaywalking? Is he equivalent to grand larceny? Is he equivalent to murder?
He is closer to the guy locking other people up
Yes.
than he is to actually being behind bars.
Wait. What did I miss? No, you didn't. You missed a lot of things. But dead ass serious. There's a guy.
Going on.
There's a guy in UK who is in big trouble because he's using illegal sprinkles. And the reason that they're illegal is because they came from the United States, and we put stuff in our food that they do not. And he is literally in trouble because he's using sprinkles from the United States. Sprinklegate,
Yeah,
dude.
direct quote for him. This affecting his business is very fucking annoying.
That's a direct quote. I love this guy already because of that.
And then another direct quote: British sprinkles aren't the same. They're totally shit, and I hate them.
I love that quote. It's a phenomenal quote, and I think it paints America in a very fat, beautiful light. Yeah, Lamb said it's not a bakery anymore, it's a fakery. Anyway, folks, this got us thinking, okay? I'm going to cut to the main screen. This got us thinking, what else is not allowed in the United States? So we're going to play a game.
No. What else is not allowed in the UK?
I'm sorry, reverse. You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry, I talk a million miles an hour, and I fudge it sometimes. What else is not allowed to come from the United States to the UK? And then these are strictly food items or no?
All food items.
All food items.
Some of these
are real?
Are real.
Oh, I did not know this is the game. Oh, folks, you guys are in for a real treaty poo. We are playing a game that we have not played in a minute. This is a little game that I do not see on the computer. There it is. That little game we like to call...
Is it real?
Is it fake? Is it real or is it fake? I'm seeing Giants and Redskins fans. I feel bad for both of you. That's 100% true.
Yep.
You can go ahead and ban Dr. Havoc.
I made sure that they were in the frame.
That's right. You guys know we're losers. All right, here we go.
So
this is real or fake. You guys can try and keep up along. Lamb is going to read something, a food item, and you're going to say true, it's not allowed in the United Kingdom, or false, it is allowed in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Sound fair?
Yeah, so these will either, if they are banned, they're real.
Okay.
And if they are not banned,
it's false.
They are fake.
All right, let's roll it, baby. First one.
All right. Frosted Flakes.
That's a great start. Because I can immediately see how we would probably use sugar / fructose corn syrup that they would not. However, they're not colored. So they're flakes with, God, how could they not allow Frosted Flakes? It's a childhood nostalgic ritual. I'm a Bears fan, so it's all right. And we got a Jets fan here. Everybody knows. Everybody's teams suck if you're not a Patriots fan. True. So he's saying true. They're not allowed in the United Kingdom. I'm going to say false.
Oh, for those that don't know, we have some indicators.
That's right.
If Nick is right, you'll hear this. If Nick is wrong, you'll hear this.
That's right. So am I right or wrong? Damn it! That means Zeus is right and P. Torres and Miss Viola is right. Damn it! All right.
You are not allowed to have Frosted Flakes.
Those poor United Kingdom British children. All right, number 2.
Skippy peanut butter.
Wow. We are off to a poor start. Skippy peanut butter. All right, so let me walk this through. Peanut butter, if you guys don't know, is 98% sugar. It's literally all sugar. I don't know what they could add to peanut butter that would be bad for you, but I think it's... I know Lamb pretty well, and he's really good at red herring me to death. So I'm gonna stick with it and go false. I think that peanut butter is probably allowed in the United Kingdom. Literally the GOAT. That's true. Let's go. Okay.
You can have Skippy peanut butter.
All right, kids in the United Kingdom, your childhood is not completely ruined. Here we go. What do you got?
Wheat Thins.
What the fuck could be wrong with Wheat Thins? Immediately false. I'm out. Wait a minute. Let me think about it. Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins are the crunchy, snappy, thinny.
Crackery type thing.
Crackery. They don't have any. There can't even be food coloring. Corn syrup. Damn it. I appreciate the help. What the fuck are those? You don't know what Wheat Thins are? That's a bigger problem.
Hold up. Pause
the
show.
Stop the game. You don't know what Wheat Thins are? Wheat Thins are delicious.
Oddly delicious.
Oddly delicious. They're literally just wheat in a cracker. Actually, I'm gonna change my opinion. I'm going with frosting on. No, they don't have frosting on top. No.
Ew.
Yeah, somebody just followed us.
Hey.
And
that does not exist.
Hey, immediately coming in with the true. I'm gonna go true too. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate
so you think it is banned?
I think that Wheat Thins are banned because he said corn syrup. Come on, you son of a bitch.
But it's not because of corn syrup.
Damn, well, I appreciate
they
you.
have some sort of preservative that's illegal.
We are so screwed in this country. We're all going to die at 41, dude. Wheat Thins have frosting on the top. The fuck? What? What top frosting? Are you talking about the same thing I'm talking about? Wheat Thins are like just square crackers that are wheat. They're just crunchy crackers. They don't have any frosting. Unless we're talking about... It doesn't matter. We're not dwelling. Number 4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, number 4 coming your way. Instant mashed potatoes.
What could be in mashed potatoes? Okay, let's start here. They're not mashed potatoes.
No.
So we know that.
They're made of potatoes, though.
They're made of potatoes. Okay, so they're okay. He means that cereal.
Oh, Frosted Mini Wheats.
You're thinking of Frosted Mini Wheats. Okay, no. We're talking about
shredded wheat.
We're doing shredded wheat. No, we're talking about Wheat Thins. They're like crackers you buy in a box. They're literally like a square, just cracker. Got to be banned. There are instant taters. I agree, but again, Lamb is really good with the red herrings. You got to understand, if you're not part of the show, this guy can really get you a red herring and screw your face and mess your brain up. But I'm going to stick with my gut on this one. It's so grimy, and it's so fat, and it's so American, and it's so freaking lazy. It's got to be true. 1 point for the fat Americans. Let's go, dude. Got to be the instant taters. All right, what do you got, number 5?
Chips Ahoy cookies.
Let me explain something to you, Lamb. If they have banned Chips Ahoy cookies from these poor children and deprived them of eating a Chips Ahoy cookie at 2 a.m. by the sleeve, then this is not a world that I want to live in. The answer is false, with conviction. English make people make their own taters. Yeah,
they don't want. They don't even want.
They probably grow in the backyard over there, dude. The kids can have taters. The kids can have Chips Ahoy.
Yeah, they just can't have instant mashed potatoes.
I was really worried we were gonna have to end the show right there. What happened to Chips Ahoy? Chips Ahoy is allowed. They can have Chips Ahoy.
All right. Skittles.
They don't know. They don't know. How does it? You know what's really blowing my brain? Some of these are major corporations.
Yeah.
Like
these are like insanely big things.
These are massive like things that like we just assume is like that's a big no. Oh, you don't think it's allowed? See, how could they not allow Skittles? Like it's like
you can't taste the rainbow in the UK.
I'm gonna ignore that joke because my brain went somewhere sexual so fast. I'm just a pervert, dude. That's a big no. No. Okay, so we got double false. Wait, is that a no? Wait, what does no mean? False means that it is allowed in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
True means it's not
banned.
allowed.
True means
but
it's
they're
banned.
saying no, it's not allowed. So I think they're going with true. I'm gonna say, yeah, true. This is a weird true or false for us. But I'm gonna say false. I think it's allowed. It's got to be. No. Sorry. Oh, it's a double fart. Okay, so it's not allowed.
Skittles are banned. They use certain colors, and they don't make them in the UK. The colors that they use are banned.
These poor children, dude. You're just when you thought you've seen it all, dude. I get Control the World and never seen any of those. Wow, colors, Nick. I know, but they're Skittles. That's really. I know it's a really terrible argument. They're Skittles.
All right, we got a couple, and then I'm going to go through some that are just going to surprise you.
Okay, yeah, just wrapping them up.
Fresca.
Fresca. Okay, so let me start with this. I don't like Fresca. I think Fresca is one of the worst sodas you could ever drink, but I know some people do like Fresca. If you want a lime soda, get a Sprite like a normal human being. Or even a mellow yellow for really getting crazy. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say true. It is not allowed in the United Kingdom. It is?
Oh, it's not, you said?
Yeah, it's not allowed in the United Kingdom. Okay. So it's not allowed in the United Kingdom.
It is not.
It is banned. It is banned from the United Kingdom. Fascinating. Okay.
All right. Stovetop stuffing.
Why is Fresca not allowed?
They use a weird preservative in Fresca.
God damn it, dude. What are we putting in our bodies?
It's not good. There's a lot of not good things.
Is it like what they put on corpses or something? Like, what is this?
It's like banned in like every country but the United States.
I know, we're all failing apparently. Yeah, dude, we eat a lot of crap here. All right, give me another one. What do you got?
Stovetop stuffing.
Dog, I got to go with the mashed potato idea. So I think true, it's not allowed in the United Kingdom. Dude, God, we're so fat. Soki! God, okay, please, God. It's like... So no stuffing either.
No stuffing.
So no stuffing, no Fresca, no Skittles, no mashed potatoes, but they can have Chips Ahoy. So their entire childhood is not completely destroyed.
And peanut butter.
And peanut butter. Yeah, all right. We can dip Chips Ahoy in peanut butter. Fantastic.
All right. This is going to be my last one. Then I'm going to list a couple.
Rattle them off. Yeah, go, baby.
Mountain Dew.
No fucking chance, dude. Mountain Dew is literally if you went to like Exxon and pumped gas into a 2-liter and then just poured in sugar. It's exactly what it is. That's a fact. You can take that straight to the bank.
It's so accurate. Like it looks that color. It's just sugary gasoline.
It's just straight kerosene, bro, with just an unfathomable amount of sugar put in there, bro. I got you here with this one, baby.
I'm not even mad. It's amazing.
Straight facts, bro. I mean, Mountain Dew's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Yo, I would love to have been on the phone call when Mountain Dew called Europe. Yo, this is the Dewski, baby. Come on, yo. You know, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. You know, all like the famous celebrities. Yeah, who is this again? Mountain Dew. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. All right.
Is there like poison in there?
Yeah. All right. So here's a couple sortas. I didn't want to.
So this is why we die quicker than those people facts, dude. Just what about Diet Mountain Dew? God, what is that? Actual plastic? They just melt like a child's toy.
Yeah, that's how they get rid of old plastic. It just melt down.
They're just at the dump, just like waiting for shit to drip out, and they're just picking it up. God damn.
Oh God.
All
right. So these were kind of like iffy ones, so I didn't want them to be like M&Ms.
Yes.
Are banned in Europe
because of the colors again.
Colors, so they have a different recipe.
Well, I bet it's good. I bet it's the same.
But it's just weird to me. Just make them in America that way.
Guess we're cheap as shit. That's why. That's why we have recycling. Nick. Some people recycle.
Almost all U.S. meat is banned in Europe.
Hormones?
Yeah.
I knew it, dude.
U.S. pork, banned. Can't have it.
I told you, when I worked at that plant, the amount of times we were popping for hormones was crazy.
Yep. Farmer John breakfast sausage, banned.
Damn, I love Farmer. I literally eat it every weekend, bro. I'm going straight in the shitter.
Little Debbie Swiss rolls, banned.
Damn.
Gatorade, certain colors, banned or have a warning label.
We're still pumping Gatorade into kids' stomachs. That's not good for them.
It's literally.
First off, we've talked about this on the show before. Gatorade, the biggest scam in America right now. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Right now, if you're a person in America and somebody said, "What's Gatorade for?" You might say, "Oh, it's a sports drink," and then I'm gonna howl back and punch you square in the nose because it's literally Kool-Aid. And Gatorade is one of the.
They've made billions of dollars scamming people into thinking Gatorade is going to help you be better at sports because they've tricked already elite athletes into
100%.
Drinking it on television.
It's so brilliant. It's crazy. It's literally the same exact freaking recipe as Kool-Aid, and they're like, it's a sports drink. You're like, oh, I need sodium, right? Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Yeah,
okay.
we sprinkle a little salt into Kool-Aid, and we call it a sports drink.
That's 100% right.
Norway and Austria, it's banned because of yellow 5 and 6.
Somebody said the electrolytes.
Yeah. But the electrolytes.
Yeah,
I need electrolytes.
That is a good one.
I think there were a ton of other ones.
Okay.
But those were ones that I thought were hilarious.
Fantastic. All right, folks. Mountain Dew is just like a flat no. God, I was never so sure.
The second I saw it, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, that's right.
The idea, though, that I was completely like okay with the idea of it being banned in Europe.
Yeah.
And yet I see it like gallons of it at the store, and I don't blink an eye.
The amount of times I've had a Mountain Dew before I go golfing is crazy. So I got this idea of moving to Ireland and becoming a potato farmer is just my random thought. It's crazy how free-roam chickens only need 2 feet by 2 feet outside area to be deceived. Yeah, free range. Whew, they're going crazy out there. Good high-quality H2. That's what you need, baby. All right, so we have already gone a flat hour, so I think we can end on the next story. Is that cool with you, Lamb?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay, next story, guys, our final story. We like to keep it around an hour. 2 reasons. We have analytics. People get really tired of us about about an hour in. I don't know what happens, but our viewership is like plateau, hour. Okay, so we're going to call it after this next story. Just for you guys, heads up. Now that you guys have seen one episode, if you guys like what we do, we are going to try and come back every other Thursday, but at least 2 Thursdays of the month. We're going to try and increase our load to maybe 3 or 4 Thursdays as things go on, but at least on the Thursdays. But here's the deal. If you cannot make it to some of these, just like any other vlog on Twitch, it will be immediately saved. You can come in afterwards, okay?
For 2 weeks, but we are also going to try uploading to YouTube, so Snug Stories on YouTube.
Correct.
And
TikTok,
Snug Stories. Instagram.
Cool.
Snug Stories.
Fantastic. So The Water Boy is a true story. Facts. 100% nonfiction. I do enjoy this. I really appreciate that, man. Watching stream, sipping on Mountain Dew. No! Get the hell off. Somebody check on Suki. She's probably dead.
It's all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
That's right. Yeah, so again, if you guys have just got to kind of taste, this is what we do. We love to give you guys stories that you missed, and we love to play a game in the middle of it, some kind of trivia to kind of get you guys involved, and we will do this as often as we possibly can. Final story of the day, one of the themes that we always have in our show, literally always, for some reason it's always there, we love to find you guys employment, okay?
There's a bit of a crunch these days.
There's a crunch. People are jobless, and we are on the hunt for you, okay? I found a story this week that people are clamoring for, okay? This is the job of the year, maybe.
Big money.
Big money. Eating all the Skittles those poor English kids can't eat. I'm saying just pour them into your mouth and then send them a video of it.
Yeah, we should.
God, these Skittles are delicious. I'm going to mush it down with Mountain Dew.
That's the TikTok we should do.
Yes. Eating Skittles, drinking Mountain Dew.
And suck it, Europe.
What's the other thing they can't have? And then take a big spoon of mashed potatoes. This was made in 45 seconds, you smucks. Okay, so back to the story. If you like The Simpsons, okay, right now, okay, let me introduce the story like this. If you guys know The Simpsons, they are very famous for predicting the future for some reason. They've done it
33 seasons of it. I feel like you're going to hit a couple.
You're going to hit, but they got Trump. They got all sorts of things that people cannot believe they predicted. So there's a casino in the United Kingdom, and this casino wants to leverage that. They want to take advantage of it. And what they want to do, they want to go through some of these Simpsons episodes and find things that maybe the Simpsons have predicted that have not come true yet, okay? So in order to do that, what they're going to do is they're going to pay somebody $7,000 to watch all 33 seasons of The Simpsons. This is real. Yeah. They are really going to pay somebody to go through and watch every single episode and write down, take notes of all the things that they are predicting is going to happen in the future, give them a list, and then this casino, what we assume, is going to have some kind of a sports book which you can bet on.
Now, my question is there really should be 2 people.
2 people?
To do this. Because who's fact-checking this? Do I just, say I watched them and I come up with a bunch of weird-ass predictions?
I'll say this. If you come up with predictions and you give them, let's say that you give 100 predictions. I bet they can go back and at least check each prediction, right? Yeah. But I agree with you. Not to mention, I would imagine if you're doing this, you might have to even watch all the episodes twice, right? Let's say you fall asleep during a couple.
I mean, I think
you got to really be channel with the porn.
You really got to be paying attention. It's pausing it, taking notes.
So what we did the math. 30 minutes. Well, not even 30 minutes a full episode, right?
Yeah,
it's 21,
22
minutes an episode. You're making at least $30 an hour, bro. Watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Eating Skittles. Chugging Mountain Dew.
It's the UK. You can't do that.
Rubbing mashed potatoes.
Actually, I guess you don't have to be there. You could be wherever you want to be.
I'm glad you cut me off because I said rubbing mashed potatoes on. And
oh,
then you
boy.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to go down
wow. It shows you how much I pay attention. I realize like half the things Nick says
just nonsense.
Yeah.
That's fair. So, let me ask you this, Lamb. First off, I have never watched a ton of Simpsons. I've seen a handful. I've seen a ton of episodes, but not all of them. I wouldn't even say half. I would love this job because I would love to be fully caught up.
It's weird because I was a strong Simpsons fan for
first 31 seasons.
10 to 12 years.
You know, nothing would be funnier if you said, first 31 seasons are great. The last
two have been getting a little weak. The writing has really just trailed off.
Yeah, that's a really critical opinion. All right.
But the fact that 33 years, like, it's weird because, like, they'll say, like, oh, it's the 40th season of Survivor.
Yeah.
But they have, like, 2 or 3 seasons a year.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't think it's really a season.
Right, fantastic.
But this is, like, legit. And they're drawing these things. The amount of effort that's gone into 33 seasons, I'm assuming, 600 episodes?
600, yeah. So I wanted to ask chat, if anybody in here is a Simpsons snob, a Simpsons fanatic, and you have any ideas, any things that pop right into your brain, like, oh my God, I remember the one episode they predicted this, and that's never happened, send it to me.
Yeah.
Because we will feature it on the next episode. If you watch in a Simpsons episode and they predict something ridiculous, send it to me. You don't even have to send me the episode. Just send me what happened, and we will cover it on the next episode.
I know they predicted, like, weird Super Bowl matchups.
Like Family Guy a little more. Yeah, I like Family Guy a little more. I'm actually the same way. Yeah, so if you think of anything, if you're watching Simpsons in the next week or two and you see something that makes you laugh, that was like, oh my God, that would be funny if that actually happened, send it to me. I would love to talk about it on the next episode. I personally think this is one of the best gigs that we have advertised on the show. Just for the simple pay.
One of the few I'd really be interested in.
Yeah, from the pay to hour ratio for how much work is actually involved, I think it's a pretty solid job.
Yeah, some of them, they're like, oh, travel the entire United States for a year in a van, and we'll give you $500.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, I don't know. Right, we've offered some gigs to you guys that have not been nearly as enticing as this one. That being said, I do love the gig. If anybody is in on this, let me know. Man, that's what we're going to do. We have some other stories. We're going to save them for another day. Hey, I made a whoop whoop. Rabbit Thorn in the house. Unfortunately, Paul, we are just closing shop. Guys,
you're going to have to check it out on the YouTube.
Yeah, you're going to have to go back and watch it somewhere else. Yeah, subscribe on YouTube, guys. So, guys, as we go forward, I know this is the first episode for you. Some of you guys, this is our 100th episode. We have done this a million times. We love doing it. We are going to try to be very diligent about putting stuff onto YouTube and TikTok, and we are going to be diligent about at least twice a month, if not more. It's going to be Thursdays. If you guys watch the stream for me every day, I will absolutely let you know when we're going to do it.
Yes, we will still be uploading the audio. Look for Snug Stories on wherever your podcasts are.
Okay.
Now, all that.
Okay, fantastic. I'm glad you let me know that because next time I do that, I was not even illustrating what's on the screen, so I should know that for next time. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys so freaking much to anybody that joined. Streaming tomorrow, Nick? Absolutely. Probably not bright and early tomorrow. I will probably be on a little bit later, like 10, 11, but I will be there. Guys,
That's Greenwich Mean Time, guys, in case you're wondering.
You're going to want to write that word down. I cannot say thank you so much. So many of you guys have come over from the stream. Some of you guys have just followed us over from 2 Minutes, and I really, really appreciate that, guys. We love doing it. We love having an audience, and to be honest with you, we love the interaction. I love when you guys are throwing stuff on the screen. You guys are giving us angles and thoughts that we have not thought about. I mean, even as small as down to, like, corn syrup. I mean, anything like that, it triggers the brain. We love the interaction. You cannot comment enough. Do not ever feel like you're imposing. We love it. It's half the reason we do it live is because there is no podcast that's being done live that even has any success because people want to go and listen to it in their car after the fact. We want to be a podcast that you can interact with and actually have your opinion heard, just like you can call in on the radio, but this one is instant and we can't filter you. Don't forget to
Even though we probably should.
Yeah, don't forget to mute your microwave as soon as you get out of here, folks. Much love, dude. Always gonna be looking. I appreciate you guys. Guys, thank you guys so much. Kevin, anything you want to say, man?
We back, baby.
We are back in black, baby. Let's go. And I'm in red and you're in gray. But we are back, guys. I love doing this with Kevin. We have an actual blast. Thank you guys for being here. This is our new setup. This is our new time. This is our new day. This is the new show. Welcome to Snug Stories. We're 2 Dumb Idiots, but this is Snug Stories now. I love you guys. And we will be back sometime very, very soon. Let's go.
Yeah,
baby.
I mean,
this is the outro,
I've
baby.
been called dumb once or
I love
twice.
you guys. Love you guys.
Dance it. Dance it out. Dance it out.
Dance it out, baby. I am sweating. There's so many lights on here. You just don't understand the light.